Hi everyone. Today we are going to understand a very important and interesting topic of OB, that is motivation. We are further going to discuss its various types and also the various theories pertaining to it. So the first question is, what exactly do we mean by motivation? See, in our daily lives, we come across so many situations where we are upset about certain things, certain targets basically which we could not achieve, right? So imagine your parents coming to you and motivating you, giving you real life examples of people who got success after multiple failures. So, motivation is nothing but stimulating a person to achieve something, creating an urge inside a person. Very right. Now, motivation is derived from the Latin word mover, meaning to move. Very right. It is an art of inculcating and stimulating interest in studies or any other such activities. Very right. And it is also the process of arousing action. Okay, only because of motivation we become eager to work. Okay, we start acting, then sustaining activity in progress. Very right, we sustain also. That is, even if we get failures, we are still confident, we are still motivated. Then regulating and directing pattern of activity. Very right. And it is the combined action of desires and incentives, pushes and pulls. Very right. Now, what are the different types of motivation? The first is affiliation motivation. See, we all are human beings and we want to be social. We want to be known by others, or we want to connect with people. So the feeling or urge of being social or relating with the people is something which everyone wants and which gives a sense of satisfaction to an individual. Now, what is power motivation? See, we all want to be in an authoritative position in our lives. Very right. We want to make decisions. We want to lead others. So the urge to be in an authoritative profile or position is very important aspect, because this leads to person achieving higher profile. Okay, now the other one is achievement motivation. See, the drive to achieve a challengeable task is something which sets one apart from others. Okay, for example, you want to win a competition, or you want to get into a decent job, a government job, we can precisely say, because it's very competitive and it's tough to get into a government job, right? Then fear motivation, when one is motivated to work only because of theory X. Okay, we all know that there are various types of workers or employees. Okay, some are laborers working in a factory, some are workers. Very right. So some people need different kind of treatment, we can say. So they are motivated differently. So theory X of Douglas McGregor talks about how these kind of workers should be motivated. So they have basically got a fear motivation, that is, they work by reprimanding. Okay, now what are the various motivational theories? See, the first one is Maslow's need hierarchy theory. So Sir Abraham Maslow gave this theory and he categorized the needs into basically five parts. Okay, there are five elements, or basically five needs that motivate us. Very right. So can you name the book in which he proposed this famous theory? Do comment on the comment box below. Now, the first one he said is physiological need. Simply, it is the basic need like food, shelter, clothing. We all need this. Then safety. Yes, safety is also very important. After we have a house to live in, or food to eat, and clothes to wear, we need a job. We need a secure job. Very right. Okay, then physical safety is also important, as in we want a life insurance cover, we want a health insurance cover. Very right. Then social, yes, we also want to have friends, we want to be socially connected with people, okay. And then esteem. In esteem, what happens is that we want approval from others, okay, recognition from others, we want self confidence, okay. So these are the things that we require. Then the last one is self fulfillment or self actualization. What happens in this? In this, basically, in this we want to achieve what we like to achieve, okay. It is something that is very important, because eventually we should do what we like to do. That is the main thing. Now, Maslow's need hierarchy theory, we can see in this diagram, that is the physiological need. When we talk about I am comfortable, I am safe, it talks about safety needs. Then I belong, I have friends, I am social, I am known, okay, that is esteem needs. And then finally I am what I am, okay, I am me, okay, this is self actualization need. Then after this is Hertzberg theory. See, this theory was proposed by Sir Frederick Hertzberg, and he was a behavioral scientist, and he proposed this two factor theory, okay. We are going to discuss about hygienic factors and also the motivators in his famous book Motivation of Work. And then according to him, as I said, there are two factors which decide motivation: satisfaction and dissatisfaction, or simply hygienic factors and the motivators. The theory is also known as hygiene theory, okay. Now let us discuss the two factors which he talked about: hygienic factors and motivators. See, hygienic factors are all those factors which, if are not there, if they are absent, then the work that the employee will be demotivated, will be not satisfied, he or she will be dissatisfied. But that does not mean that if they are there, the person will be satisfied, okay. But surely if they are absent, then the person will be dissatisfied. So this includes the salary of the person, working conditions in the organization, the physical workspace, relationship with the colleagues, supervisor relationship, quality of supervisor, policies and rules, okay. So it is written, improving these factors helps to decrease job dissatisfaction. Then satisfiers he talked about, which are motivators. They are the things that will motivate you, okay, to do something better. Now performance and achievement comes under this: recognition given for your work, okay. Then job status, then responsibility, opportunities for advancement, personal growth in the work itself. These are the things which, if improved, these factors helps to increase job satisfaction, okay. Now let us talk about McClelland's theory of needs. See, power, affiliation and achievement is what he talked about, very right. He said that these three factors, elements, are there in every individual, okay. One can dominate the other, but it is that they are there. So a person wants power, wants to be an authoritative position, the person wants to be social, wants friends, family, wants achievement also, okay, wants to be recognized for what he or she does, very right. So in this we can see that it's a power need, wherein a person is in a decision making profile, authoritative position. Then affiliation need, here we can see that a person is being social, that he has friends actually, okay, he has family. Then in this one we can see that this is achievement need, that is we want to do something which distinguishes us from others, okay, we want to be a champion, okay. So this gives us respect. Now let us practice some important questions. The first question is, at which state of Maslow hierarchy theory basic needs are fulfilled? Self-actualization, esteem needs, physiological or psychological? See, don't get confused between physiological and psychological. Psychological is related to mind, but physiological is what Sir Abraham Maslow talked about, okay. So this is the basic need that is clothing, shelter and food. Okay, so option C is correct. Now the next question is, who proposed the hygiene theory? Frederick Hertzberg, Abraham Maslow or Stacy Adams? See, we discussed that Sir Frederick Hertzberg basically gave the two factor theory wherein he talked about the motivators and the hygienic factors. Motivators motivate us, whereas the hygienic factors, if are absent, they can dissatisfy us, but they do not motivate us. Okay, so hope you like this class. Thank you so much for your time.